As soon as I opened the door, it hit me. My 180-pound, 48-year-old brother collapsed in a pool of his own urine. "For God's sake, Mark, wake up!" I shouted in a voice that almost didn't sound like my own. My older brother, part of one of this country's best SWAT teams, was just an hour later all wrapped up in an adult diaper. As a young nurse shoved a 16-inch catheter down his pee hole to stop him from dribbling those 10 pathetic drops of pee on the white sheets. I couldn't believe my eyes that the one we all saw as a rock in this family was lying helplessly in a cold-lit ICU room. I was furious at myself for not noticing sooner his harmless prostate problems. Furious at his soon-to-be ex-wife because she didn't tell us any of the symptoms he was hiding from me, and that she kept his shame hidden from us. And furious at the doctor who prescribed him the darn standard medicine in the first place. Medicine which, instead of healing and shrinking his ballooning prostate, actually swollen it 5 times the normal size. He trusted not one, but 3 specialists who all assured him that he'll be fine and brushed off any of his concerns without a second thought. But as bleak as this sounds, I am telling you this because if you are a man who's already into his gray-haired years, you are 93% more likely to suffer from prostate issues. So at this point, it's no longer a question if your prostate will balloon in the future to the point where it could pop any minute, but it's a question of when it will hit. But here's what I can tell you in the next minutes if you stay on this video. The 2 popular prostate treatment drugs that pharmaceutical companies want you to guzzle down, despite Harvard clearly pointing out that they put you on the list for imminent prostate total failure and other deadly diseases. How one CDC report shows that 93% of men will have prostate issues. The 3 inflamed prostate warning signs that you should never, ever ignore if you're over the age of 45. Hint, one of them will probably show itself in the bedroom tonight. The $1.63 a day prostate miracle protocol that one Doctor of the Year winner can't stop talking about. Honestly, the only reason you're even hearing about this nightmare story is that it also led to the revelation of a simple yet powerful prostate healing discovery that put me on Big Pharma's hit list. This is the 3rd time I have uploaded the following presentation, and they always take it down and try to hide my expose on their shifty practices and criminal activity. And it really makes no sense that people who claim that they want to help you would actually try to suppress this important video that helped over 17,856 men all across the U.S. save their lives and dignity. People like Jason S. from Boston, who says, "I've been having problems taking a leak for weeks. I was desperate to go every 15 minutes. And each time I felt like if I didn't go right that second, I would end up wetting myself. But I swear that every time I did go, all that came out was a stop and start dribble. The feeling of an empty bladder seemed like such a distant memory for me. I was always playing bathroom detective, constantly on the lookout for the nearest bathroom wherever I was. And within just 3 short weeks, it had gotten so bad I couldn't even sleep a wink because I would have to get out of bed at least 16 times per night. It honestly feels like a cruel joke. I work out, I run, I eat well, I even stopped drinking, but no matter what I do, my body's just falling apart. But thanks to you, I am now peeing like a horse, satisfying my wife like a stud, and sleeping like a baby all through the night. Thanks, Sam." Well, thank you too, Jason, because of people like you, I feel confident enough to put this video out again and again. Hi, my name is Sam Morgan, and I am the most hated man in Big Pharma's board meetings. If you are over 45 and a man, then know this. The Big Pharma conglomerates now have a cash price on the head of each able-bodied man in America. And if you don't believe me, just think about this shocking fact I came across while researching what I could do for my poor brother. The global prostate treatment market is expected to reach $12 billion by 2025. For example, Provenge costs $93,000 for a course of treatment, while Zytiga costs about $5,000 a month. Sanofi's Jefna costs about $8,000 every 3 weeks. With other pricey drugs on the way, they could be talking easily tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands per patient or more over the course of therapy. So right now, each man who falls prey to this seemingly harmless urinary problem risks not only public humiliation, emasculation, physical discomfort, life-threatening kidney failure, but also bankruptcy. Unfortunately, the reason I went down the rabbit hole looking for answers was my brother. My strong brother who brought dangerous criminals in the hands of justice and who protected and served this country's justice system while we all slept like babies. My strong brother who could make any woman weak in the knees with lust even well after 45 was now just a shell of a man, humiliated every few hours as a young nurse would hold him down and insert a catheter in his manhood just so that he could eliminate the 10 drops of pee stuck in his bladder. It was gut-wrenching to see him like that. And that's why I don't want any other I'm telling you this because I want you to make the right choice by taking back control of your health and clicking one of the buttons you see below this video. Right now, you can get VitalFlow for just $69 per bottle, and for even less than that if you get my popular 3 and 6 bottle packages. It's your decision, but this is your last chance. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless. Sincerely, Sam Morgan. Still here? No problem. I know we just covered a lot. To help you out, let me go ahead and answer some of the most common questions you might have. 1. How does VitalFlow work again? So as I mentioned earlier, my major breakthrough was realizing that the real cause behind the BPH epidemic that's scoring the USA at the moment is something called DHT-triggered inflammation. It's caused by the body mistakenly attacking your new testosterone form, DHT, and causing inflammation of the prostate, causing it to swell and grow, squeezing the bladder and your urethra, leaving you to feel like you always need to go, but stopping you from ever being able to go properly. Not to mention, waking you up over and over again in the middle of the night, desperate to go just to barely squeeze out a dribble before giving up and returning to bed defeated. 2. This sounds incredible, but I'm not sure how many bottles to order. How long does it take to see results? The size of your prostate gland and the severity of your BPH will vary from person to person. Some people may just have a mild case, while others have a situation that's been building up for years. So it's really hard to say for sure exactly how long you'll need to experience results. What I can tell you, however, is that a single bottle of VitalFlow will give you the confidence that you are on the path to waving goodbye to your prostate nightmare. 3 bottles will do the same thing while ensuring you protect your body from the effects of inflammation as you heal. And 6 bottles of VitalFlow will give you an entire 6 months of protection, defending your prostate from the ravages of an immunoinflammation, freeing you from the prison of a bladder you can't trust so you can wave goodbye to the bone-crushing exhaustion of sleepless nights spent running from your bed to the bathroom only to desperately dribble out a few pitiful